Well, John, another Saturday and not a defeat, so you've got to be happy.
Yeah, I am happy. I think you look at the last two games, Merthyr and Salisbury, off the back of what was a real low point here against Swindon 2 weeks ago. I think we looked at those next two games and not many people would have given us much chance of getting much from Merthyr and Salisbury. We've got 4 points, clean sheet today, so a real big step forward for us in those two games. I've sort of noticed the difference in us in the last couple of games in training and how we've, our mentality in the games as well. We had to dig really deep today, and it's probably a point that we're probably happier than they are today, I would imagine.
Yeah, that was going to be my first kind of question, was a point a fair result? They've obviously hit the woodwork 3 times, had a number of chances, but we've had chances too.
Yeah, I mean, the way the game was, they had more of the ball. We were playing more on the break. I thought we looked a threat, but they had... Yeah, they've hit the woodwork 3 or 4 times. So we did ride our luck. Early second half, we rode our luck. But I'm not gonna feel bad about that. I think there's been plenty of times we've felt like things haven't fallen for us this season. So no, I think we'll take that. We'll take the point. They're a very, very good side. I think they caused us more problems actually than Merthyr did last week. Even though Merthyr scored twice and they haven't scored, I thought they asked us questions from the first minute to the last, and we had to have some real last-ditch defending. Everyone had to throw their bodies on the line. And yes, we had a little bit of fortune, but I thought it was a good performance all round.
Who particularly stood out for you? Again, probably a few 6s, 7s and 8s. Was there anyone 9s and 10s for you?
I thought probably Pogs and Tommy were the best two. I thought Pogs defensively was outstanding, put some great tackles in second half, last-ditch defending. He was very, very good. And I thought Tommy was good. He was a threat throughout. Obviously, we played him through the middle. We changed it at half time. We switched him and Zidane over. We felt that we might get a little bit more joy with Zidane's pace through the middle, and played Tommy out on the left. And we did get Zidane in behind once, and unfortunately he just put it wide of the post. But that's what we were hoping for, his pace and power to get in behind their centre halves. But yeah, Tommy then came out wide left and did a really good job for us as well. Saw plenty of the ball still, but did a disciplined job off the ball. They were probably the standouts, but majority of players had a decent game today, to be fair. They certainly all played their part in a team performance.
And after previous performances this year where in the latter stages, 80 minutes plus, we've struggled and we've conceded points, happy with the second clean sheet of the season and also to look strong right to the end? Yeah,
definitely. I think we've conceded too many goals this season, that's for sure. That's why we are where we are. So yeah, clean sheet against a side like that is an achievement. It's something that is another kind of mark of our progress in these last few weeks. We've not got out of trouble. We're still, look at the other results around us, and I'm trying not to worry too much about what's around us. But people keep telling me other results, and you see other teams down there doing, like Dorchester beating Merthyr today, and but you can over worry about stuff like that. From my point of view, there's enough games left that if we're right, if we get ourselves right and consistent and play like we are now through to the end of the season, I think we should be okay, because I think we've got enough in that changing room. But we've not done it yet. There's a long way to go. We've got to get some more wins on the board. But these last 2 games have been a real step in the right direction, and like I said, 4 points from those 2 sides is a really good haul.
And some new faces around the place today. Obviously, over the last few weeks, you've kind of freshened it up a little bit, and we've seen some of the results of that. Obviously bringing Joel on, you also brought Sean Fraser, who'll be a familiar old Rams face, but another face back. Do you want to talk about them a little bit? Yeah,
just really pleased to get them both in. I think I've been working on trying to add to the squad. Obviously, we've lost a few in recent weeks, and I needed to improve the squad. Both of those two have become available, and delighted to get them both. Obviously, with the result last week and performance at Merthyr, I wasn't going to change it today, but those two both came on and played a part second half. They're both versatile. Sean more sort of defensively and in midfield, and Joel in more of the attacking midfield positions. But we don't carry a massive squad, and they play in, a variety of roles. Both very good players, players that I know well. So they'll just strengthen us. I felt we felt strong as a squad today with the bench that we had. And yeah, it sets us up well, I think, for the coming weeks. I think we're looking stronger again.
Yeah, and look forward to Bracknell, obviously a team you're very familiar with. They've had a bit of change and turbulence there over the last little while.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts ahead of them?
Yeah, I mean, they've had a great result today. They've got a win out of nothing by all accounts. So not out of nothing, but 3-2 down late on and win 4-3. So they're going to come in big spirits, high spirits on the Saturday. Not sure if they're playing midweek, but yeah, we know them well. We had them watched today, so we'll have done all our homework on them. What we can't do is look at Merthyr and Salisbury as being any different to Bracknell. Our performance levels have been really high the last 2 games. We can't suddenly think because it's a team a little bit lower in the table that we're going to have an easy 3 points. We're going to have to do everything that we've done the last 2 weeks and more if we're going to get a win. But that's what we need to target. We need to target another win.
And looking outside of our club for a minute, I mean, obviously we've had experience recently over the past few weeks of Chesham, Merthyr, and Salisbury. Now, where's your money on for the end of the season? Where do you think that promotion place is going to go to?
Hard to call, really. They're all good sides. Chesham are the ones in the driving seat, aren't they? We've probably done them a favour by taking points off Salisbury today, but yeah, any one of those, and I think the playoffs will be a real, as they always are, anyone's game, the playoffs. So. Not going to worry too much about the top end of the minute. We've got to worry about doing our job, getting away from trouble. And as I said, there's still a big job to do here.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, John.
Thank you.